Hey ladies, welcome back to day 5 of the 30-day journal challenge. So to start off things today, I thought, you know what, I have some fun things in store. And this is a little hint. That is a replica of my table, and I have my Diet Coke, I have my little teacup, and then I have my charcuterie board. So this is in honor of last Friday's video that I did with my little gingham table. So this will all come into play here in just a moment, I promise you. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about reflecting forward. We're going to continue on adding every day different prompts, and today's prompt is about reflecting forward, and that is looking toward the future with joy and hope in our hearts. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than the previous because I do want to try to keep them as short as possible. So we are going to get straight to the prompt. And the question for the day is, what is something that you are looking forward to this weekend? I'm not talking way out in the future, I'm talking about this weekend. Now, of course, if you have a vacation or something planned, go ahead and use that if you want. But we're talking one sentence answers here for the newbies. So I want this to be real simple. And so what is something that you are looking forward to this weekend? And I wrote down, I'm excited to go to the miniature show. So if all you wanted the prompt, ladies, then there's your prompt. Go ahead, enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. So for the rest of you ladies who like to watch and see what I do in my journal, let me just start by saying that I get it. Sometimes our lives are super, super crazy, chaotic, and some days they are just mundane. So for me, no matter what my life is doing, I like to have something to look forward to. So one other thing that I'm looking forward to is Friday. Friday, I'm going to go over all of this. I'm going to go over my intention. I'm going to go over all the exciting stuff that has been happening this first 5 days of this challenge. I'm going to be at my table in front of you talking about it and letting you know basically the lowdown of how I feel it's been going, and hopefully you'll let me know if you feel the same in the comments. Because ladies, when I first came up with this idea a couple weeks ago, I kind of had a plan of what I was going to do, but now reading all the comments that you're leaving me, well, I can veer off. I can veer off if I need to because I want to have this be something that will really be helpful to the ladies that are actually doing it. So this is what I wrote down. This is what I came up with today. And I just went on more about, being so excited to go to this miniature convention. I use these pens. Well, I used one of these pens, but these are some of my favorite pens, and they are the Stamp and Square by Ooly. And obviously I use this a lot because it's all kind of mucked up here. But on one end, it's a little square. And then on the other end, it is a very, very fine tip marker. And I write with one end and I stamp with the other end. I'll have a link in the description for these pens if you're interested in them. I just love Ooly pens. So the other reason that I like using these pens is that I use them in my Commonplace book. And the way that I use them is I use them to stamp out all of my different topics in my Commonplace book. So let me see. Let me find a good page here to show you. Here we go. So this is for red for YouTube, also for Paper Girly. Isn't she cute? I made her on my Cricut. Anyway, I do either red for YouTube or a variation for like this. This is our new Facebook group that I made specifically just for you paper girlies from YouTube and specifically for this challenge. And here I just wrote down all the names of all the members so far. And then I have, space to add more as we go along. So I'm hoping to fill up all these pages with all the names of people because I am in this for you. So then this is for Facebook. And oh my gosh, ladies, I am just blown over. I'm blown over because here I was thinking I'm giving something to you, but you have given so much back to me, whether it's inspiration, whether it's just, you know, little bits of your life, just joy. I just love it and I want to write it all down. So again, these are the pens that I used. I will have a link in the description. They are the Ooly pens. So let's move on ahead. So This is my spread, and my spread is, a little bit of washi tape because I have so much. I try to use it on all my spreads, and it is to celebrate miniatures and everything that I love about miniatures. My kids get me these little mini balls. I'm really into them, and so I opened this up, and here we're seeing a little bit of the video. It comes with some packaging. I'll use that later. And then look at this. Okay, so I was so excited about like this little baby bell. I mean, look how cute that is. This stuff is just, here we go, Eggos. So I was excited about this Eggo waffle box. And then, holy cow, girls, look at that. It comes with the little waffles inside. That is just adorable. And then, um, once again, Pop Tarts. I thought, oh, this is a cute little box. But holy moly, it got even better because look at this, a little Pop Tart. And there are two. One is in the box, and then one I unwrapped. I don't know what it is about these little things, but man, I mean, look at this ice cream. I mean, it comes with the ice cream, the strawberry ice cream, and the little scoop. I mean, oh my gosh, this stuff just brings me joy. It just does. I know it's silly, um, but I can't help but just think it's really, really cute. And I collect miniatures because I'm into building doll houses and all that kind of jazz as well. And so here we go. We got bacon. Um, so yeah, I'm excited. I am very, very excited, and I'm bringing my nieces with me, and so that should be a real fun time. So that being said, I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this other side of the page because I do like, doing all this to kind of do a little miniature junk journal. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on Friday when I do my tea party, Friday get together. And right now, all I'm doing is going to be using what I cut out and then taping it or gluing it on here. I use my pin. I put some tape already on this, the double-sided tape that I love using. I'll have a description as well, or not a description. I'll have a link as well in the description for both of these items, the double-sided tape and the little pin thing, in case you're new to my videos and this is the first time you're seeing them. But yeah, junk journaling to me is just taking stuff like this, packaging, um, junk, as they call it, and then gluing it in. And this I thought was just perfect. Perfect for keeping the memory or of opening this ball, celebrating going to the miniature convention. This is my second time going, and I'm very excited because I don't know if you have seen the little shorts videos of those little mouse in a house in the wall, little miniature displays that people are making. But I want to make one of those. So that is what I'm going to be looking for at the miniature convention. So again, this is just packaging. Packaging, and if it's paper and it's packaging, then you know me. I'm going to use my double-sided tape and I'm going to tape it down on another piece of paper. Because like my name, I'm a paper girly, and that doesn't mean just fancy paper. That means any paper. I love paper. And so I just use my double-sided tape and I stick it down. And I'm a fan of the double-sided tape. I use glue every once in a while, but just because it's quick and easy and simple. And you know me, if you watch my videos, I like quick and simple. Now this came in this rounded shape, so I had to figure out a way to kind of flatten it out. That I will put aside for later. But you kind of have to flatten out. So what I do is I use, let me grab, hold on, where did I put them? Let me grab my scissors. There we go. And I just kind of cut some little, cuts in it in order to make it lay down. And that's how I do it. You can still see what it is. So anything, I say anything you can glue to a piece of paper. And I'm an avid fan. If you saw my 5 notebooks video, then you know why I am such a fan of junk journaling. I don't do it a lot, but man, when I do it, I just go to town. I just toss things on anywhere and everywhere. Look at my nails. Um, I keep making them shorter and shorter because I am typing so much that the ends are kind of getting grungy, and so I've just been cutting those down. Anyway, um, back to what I was saying. So I'm going to just clean up some of this, which basically to me is just throwing it on the floor, and then I'll sweep it up later. But Okay, so that is my spread for today. It is a little bit of whimsy. It is some words. It is exactly how I wanted it to turn out. So I hope that you will get creative with your journal today. Again, we're just going for one sentence, but that doesn't mean that if you want to add some paper, do a little junk journaling on the other side or underneath it or wherever, that doesn't mean you can't do it. Because remember, ladies, this journal challenge is for you. It's about you getting the most out of it that you want for your journal. So maybe you're just into the simple journal, and here is the simple journal. And it is simple. It is just, you know, the date, the prompt, and then your answer. And if that is all you want, then that is all you want, and that is all you get. Um, it is up to you. It's about making journaling work for yourself so that you'll keep up the habit, and keep it up in a way that it's going to enhance your life and not take away from it. And for you girlies that like to do a little bit more and want to kind of find your style, so to say, then that's what the rest of these uh, videos are for, to see what I write and then how I incorporate creativity into it. But this is about you figuring out what is best for you. So always remember that. Now, if you're finding me for the first time here on day 5, there is a playlist that you can go back and either, well, if you want to play catch up, you can play catch up. And if you don't, then just start at the beginning and go at your own speed. So here I'm showing you that one of the reasons why I have this ribbon on here is that my journals tend to get chunky because I do glue or tape a lot of stuff into them. Well, there we go. We are done with day 5. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're having a great week. I hope that you will join me here tomorrow at my table. Get your charcuterie out, get your tea, get your Prosecco, maybe a Diet Coke to celebrate. I will see you tomorrow. So until then, from one paper girly to another, have a great day. Bye.